Ooh, I think I've got a massive package. Yes. So this, I've treated myself. This is nothing to do with bikes or biking or motorcycles or anything like that. I just thought I'd show you this just for a laugh, you know. I'll tell you what, it's bloody well packaged. Jesus Christ. Right. So I went on eBay a few days ago and I noticed there's this charity that sell job lots of belongings, people's, you know, stuff, whatever. House clearance stuff, so it'd be like a job lot of, I don't know, vases or a job lot of silver cutlery. This particular one was a job lot. Let me show you. Oh, this is a very nice case. What do you reckon it is, guys? Any guesses? Let's have a look. Ooh-wee. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, look at these little beauties. Let me tighten that up a bit. Oh, look at the case. Look, Ross of London. Yes, so if you haven't guessed already, I bought a job lot of binoculars. Now, this whole little lot here cost me 50 quid. And all at Tasco, that's not a bad brand. And the good thing about this is proceeds of the sale go to the charity. I think it's a hospice charity or something like that, which is nice, you know. Oh, bushel, yeah, nice, good make. Oh yes, oh yes, oh lovely. So I'm gonna get them all out and show them to you. And I love this case. It's really nice. That's classy, just like me, really. Right, I'll put the cases to one side. We've got straps. We've got... Now this also came with a lot of mini binoculars as well. Like these little bird watching type things. Very nice, very nice. Right, I'm going to get them all out, line them up and show you. All right. So, oh my God. Now I've already got 2 pairs upstairs, but of various different magnifications. So what I'm going to do with this lot is take the ones that of the magnifications that I don't have. For example, 7 by 15 by 35. I definitely don't have that size, but I think I do have this 7 by 50, which is a more traditional, more common magnification. So I'll probably keep those 2 and the big ones. But I haven't tested any of these yet. I haven't looked through any of them. But look at this one here. Look how lovely those are. Look at that. Really nice. British pattern on it and everything. Very, very nice. So yeah, so I'm going to go for these, and the ones that I don't want or need, I'm going to give to my mate at work. He's a bit of a binocular freak as well. And that's it. That's it. And it, you know, it goes to charity, so you know, it's all good. Oh, aren't you a bloody hero, Billy? Hey, giving to charity. All right, guys, it is time for yes, Billy's comment corner. Let's go. Billy's comment corner. Okay, guys, so on the previous exhaust cleaning video that I did, I believe 2 people mentioned something called pickle paste or pickling paste. It's something that welders use to apparently clean up their welds after they've worked on something. And I did a bit of research on this because 2 people mentioned it. I've never heard of it before. So I did a bit of research. Anyway, the comment was left by Givy Bin, and he said hydrochloric acid. Well, first of all, he mentions how dangerous or how corrosive Harpic is. Now, this is just something that's been said over and over again, and to the point where, yeah, absolutely, I'm sure it is. But I'll just go over what he says. So he said hydrochloric acid stroke Harpic should not be used on stainless steel headers. It will work to some degree, but long-term damage, exposure to hydrochloric acid can lead to long-term deterioration of the stainless steel's corrosion resistance properties. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I could only get so far with the wire wall and the Dr. Downpipe. You saw that in the video after 45 minutes to an hour of scrubbing. So it could only get so far. But I would say that use Harpic just once. Just use it once if your pipes are in bad condition, and then stay on top of cleaning with just regular stuff, scouring pad, Dr. Downpipe, hot soapy water, whatever. But yeah, so let's get back to him. So he said you should use pickling paste. Google it. I did. That is used by welders to clean stainless steel. These contain hydrofluoric and nitric acids. Beware, it is hazardous. It is in a paste form, so apply with a brush and leave it on between 15 and 60 minutes. After that, rinse with lots of water, high pressure if possible, but not needed. It will do an amazing job and is way less harmful for the stainless steel and the headers. In fact, it will not only clean, but also restore corrosion resistance. So obviously there's a lot of benefits to using this stuff over Harpic. So I looked into it and I did a bit of research, and at the end of it, it says use hand and eye protection in capital letters. So so this stuff, it comes in a tub. It's about 30 odd. I think the cheapest one I saw was about 32 quid for a tub sort of so big. Someone else might know where to get it cheaper from, but that's the cheapest I could find just from an initial search. Now, when he said it's hazardous, he was not kidding. Let me show you or read to you the dangers of using pickling paste. Okay, pickling paste used for post-weld cleaning contains highly corrosive acids like nitric and hydrofluoric acid, posing serious dangers including skin and eye burns and potential long-term respiratory damage if inhaled. Okay. Here is a more detailed breakdown of the dangers. Skin and eye contact. Pickling paste can cause severe burns upon contact with skin or eyes, with the pain potentially delayed for up to 24 hours after contact. So like you get this stuff on your skin and your eyes, you won't even know until another 24 hours, and you'll be thinking, what the bloody hell? Even diluted solutions can cause significant damage, and the acid can destroy flesh long after the initial efforts to wash it off. I'm not going to use this stuff. Jesus Christ. The acid can destroy flesh long after the initial efforts to wash it off. Yeah, I'm not using this stuff. For starters, I don't even have the, what's the word? I don't even have suitable PPE for using this sort of stuff. All I've got is latex gloves. I've got the safety glasses. I've got what's it called? A respirator thing, but I'm not risking it. I'm just not risking it. It says hydrofluoric acid is toxic by inhalation and prolonged exposure can be harmful. I'm just not. No, I'm not doing it. It's just not worth it. Just clean your exhaust the normal way. Don't use this stuff. Don't use it. Use it for what it's intended for. For the welding trade. But no, I'm not using this. Ensure, if you're using it, ensure you are properly trained and supervised. Holy shit. Yeah, you need gloves, eye protection, respirators. Ensure that first aid procedures are known and readily available in case of exposure. Nah, I ain't using it. Thanks for the tip, but it's just not worth it. Just to clean my exhaust and having to risk my flesh getting fucking burnt off. Nah, you're good. What else does it say here? Both of the acids are extremely dangerous to a user's respiratory system, bones, organs, skin, and internal organs. When you expose yourself to either direct contact with pickling paste or the fumes and vapour, you're potentially exposing your body to both short-term and long-term damage. One of the aspects of exposure to pickling paste is that many of the effects aren't felt until later. Some symptoms may start within 24 hours. Other symptoms, such as osteoporosis, may take years to appear. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, thanks for the advice, but definitely am not going to go anywhere near pickle paste. Thank you very much. All right, so but like I said, if you use that stuff for cleaning your exhaust, you're using it for that's not really its intended purpose. It's for, like it said, it's for cleaning up welds and stuff like that. Industry. If it's that risky, my advice would be don't go anywhere near it, especially for cleaning your exhaust, because chances are you won't have the appropriate personal protection stuff to protect yourself against it. I certainly don't have it. You're going to need more than a pair of marigolds if you're going to use that stuff. So there you go. So that was that. Let's that stuff makes Harpic look like bloody fairy liquid. Okay, so next. All right, this is quite a funny one. Steve 1965 says, nice one, Billy. This is for the last video, the exhaust cleaning. Nice one, Billy. Trust me, but get some Scotch pads. They are mildly abrasive, and for general cleaning on your pitted pipes, they will be more useful than cloths. And you're quite frankly pathetic brushes or wire wall. I mean, to be fair, but those wire brushes I showed at the end of that video were an absolute disgrace. So they are pathetic, but they didn't look like that before I started. You can even see the contour of the downpipe on the brush. But yeah, I mean, in the end, they did look pathetic. Thank you, Steve 1965. All right, that's a good one. I like that. Now, this one, I don't believe I haven't showed you this comment before. This is about 5 years old, and this was from another exhaust cleaning video. I think this was the initial Dr. Downpipe video. Let me quickly sort all this out. Let's get rid of that one. Chuck him down there. See you later, mate. Right, so Jun Centino 8632 says, now I'm just putting that up there because this is funny. I love stuff like this. People's, I don't know why they do it. It's really, I find it fascinating. But anyway, John Centino says, I have my volume in full, but I could hardly hear what you were saying. You could have used a microphone for better presentation. Absolutely. In the early days, all I had was, I think an iPhone 4 or something, and that was it. No external mic, nothing like that. And I was outside, it was possibly windy, and I didn't, I probably wasn't talking directly at the camera. I was probably talking at the bike whilst I was cleaning it, and therefore the sound it probably did sound pretty bad. So my response to that was, I could have, if I had one back then, but I do now though. Okay, so that was my reply. And someone replied to that. Old Ivan Julian 2532 says, this is magic. He says, Billy Four Rocks, the correct words are could have, not could have. Your English is appalling. A bit like your ability to polish stainless steel. Ivan Julian, just, oh God, I love it. And I replied back to that, and we had like a bit of a back and forth thing going. And I said to him, Ivan, listen, show me how it's done. And I mean this, not in a bitchy way, like, oh, I bet you can't do better, not that sort of way. I'm willing, unlike a lot of YouTubers who for some reason have their head up their own arse and they won't take any sort of criticism at all. I literally said to the guy, look, Ivan, you clearly know this better than I do. Please upload a video and show us how it's done properly. Did he do it? Of course he didn't. So, and I've said that before in a lot of comments. I've said, you know, that's great. Show us how it's done so we can all benefit from your expertise. But they never do it. I wish they would. And that's the thing. These people that leave comments like that, I don't think they could handle getting comments like that, which is why they don't put, all they do is just leave comments. They don't contribute, if you like. They don't put up videos showing the correct way to do it, whatever that may be. It is a shame, because if that was the case, then we could all learn from it. Oh, Ivan, absolute legend. All right, guys, that is it. Billy's comment corner done for another week. Boom. So another thing I've got to do today is I've got to fill up this fireplace with a bit more wood. Now, obviously, it's not an active fireplace, but we have to put something in there. So these are all old Christmas trees that we've had over the years whilst living in this house. And in the back, I've got another one. I want to chop up and just try and fill this space up a bit, because it looks a little bit, it looks a little bit bare at the moment. So, quick update on the binoculars. I've tested them all. They're all good. There's one pair. Where are they actually? There's an old rat. Yeah, this one here. These are actually missing. So this side, no, this side. They're actually missing part of the glass in there, so they're no good. The others all work fine. There's one pair. Where is it? These here are really, really nice, but if you look down, you can probably see just how mucky it is in there. And I think it's on this one, there's a dead bug. I can see a dead bug in there. Is it this one or this one? Anyway, so these are the ones I'm going to keep. These Bushnell ones are absolutely fantastic. These ones are just, for the size, they're unbelievable. So perfect for camping, do you know what I mean? Really, really nice. And obviously these big Ross of London posh ones are absolutely fantastic. Really nice optics on these. So I'm going to take these ones apart, see if I can clean up all the glass in there. Hopefully they work. And these ones I'm going to give away to be mate. Now, these Bushnell ones, they supplied 2 pairs of the same thing. So I don't need 2 of the same, so I'm going to give him mate those. And if he wants the rest, he can have them. If not, yeah, I don't know what I'll do with them, to be honest. But anyway, there you go. Yeah, so at the back of my house here, I've got all this old stuff, like old Christmas tree there. That tree that came down in that storm we had about a year ago. So yeah, all of this can be sawed up and put into that fireplace, and it'll be less rubbish out here as well. Let's rock and roll. Oh, actually, whilst I'm here, look, I also got myself a spotting scope. I've just been going to eBay mental for like anything like telescopes, spotting scopes, binoculars. This one came with a really nice tripod. But yeah, been doing a little bit of stargazing, trying to check out Uranus. Now it's often been said by professional lumberjacks like myself that the best way to saw wood is by sticking it on your child's trampoline. That is the proven method, and if you disagree, then you're a twat. Okay. One down, 28 to go. You know, I love these sort of videos whereby, you know, there's a couple of guys I watch, Biker Bits out in Australia, I'll mark there, where he just, instead of, you know, it being about bikes all the time, it's about, you know, tutoring around the house and different projects that are nothing to do with bikes. I love watching those sort of videos, and I guess you could say this is one of them. It's just old Billy Boy faffing around on his day off, sawing some wood on his daughter's trampoline like a nutter. Next one. I reckon the size of this thing, this should probably do it, I reckon. Nice log collection. Now, one thing you might not know about me is I'm actually ambidextrous, so I actually draw or write with my left hand, but the weird thing is I'm all over the place. So I can write with my left hand, but when it comes to using a mouse, I use my right hand. My throwing and catching hand is my right hand. It's just, I play guitar left-handed. I'm all over the place. I am all over the place. I can saw with either hand, I can cut with either hand, I can actually draw with both hands, or write I should say. I can write with both hands, but if I write with my right hand, it's still neat, but a little bit slower than my left, but I can still do it. I'm a complete weirdo. I think for this one, obviously I'm going to trim down all these smaller branches, and then I think that should do it then. Time to get my chopper out. Right, let's get my chopper out. I keep saying to the missus, like every year, can we just get like a good quality fake tree? But no, every bloody year I've got to pop down to B&Q and carry this bloody thing myself up the road. Hey, yeah. Any old way will do, Billy. Any old way you want. Yeah. Lovely. Give that hoover up later as well. Alright, a few more. So much better. There we go. Woo! Actually guys, I'll show you a little mod that I did to the garage the other day. So I used to have a solar powered light. Now I've got an electric one. It's quite easy to do. Obviously you've got to drill a hole through the brickwork to run the cable through. Oh my god, coming home at night, it lights up the whole alleyway. It's fantastic. So I just had to run an extension cable, and I pinned it all in, make sure it's nice and flush and neat, down to the bottom there, and it plugs in down there. And I just bunched up the excess with a cable tie, and that's the power point up there. There you go, so much better. And I think what I'm going to do with all these offcuts is just have a little fire, you know. And that's just one way to get rid of it, isn't it? Yeah, so one thing I want to talk about whilst this is burning away is something that I wanted to mention for a while, and that is, or something I wanted to talk about for a while, is that it's sponsored video content or sponsored content videos on YouTube. And I myself have done sponsored stuff before, for example Lomo, the Lomo bags, which I still have on the bike. 100% recommend those. And quad lock, everyone loves quad lock. You can't go wrong. But the more motorcycle, and it's not just motorcycle videos, it's pretty much everything on YouTube. It's all, a lot of it is sponsored content. So effectively, when you are watching a video like that, you are watching an advert which is bookended by adverts and also interspersed with adverts. So the whole thing, your whole time is pretty much given up to watching an advert. Now I understand with some people they've given up full-time employment to go into YouTube, and you know, I do respect that. I don't have the balls to do that. I'm certainly not making enough money from YouTube to do that, nowhere near enough. But what I want to do is try and steer away from the sponsored content stuff. So if that means putting out less videos, then you know, so be it. But it's getting really silly now. So I saw one a few weeks ago, and it was like a pin lock visor thing to stop the mist. But this thing had like a heating element in it, and oh my god, it had like a battery pack on the side of your helmet, and there was wires, and I'm thinking, no way would I ever use that. I'd rather have a misting visor and just crack it open every now and again, or just get a pin lock. The stuff out there already exists and works well, so you don't, it's just tat. There's a lot of tat, and there seems to be, or there was a sort of a kind of phase of people advertising, you know, those ball shavers, the Manscaped shaver things. It's like I don't know how they can do it with a straight face. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. And I saw this crazy one the other day, and it was there was a guy working on his bike, and you know, and he's doing it's quite a big channel. I can't remember what the name of the channel is. And he stops working on his bike, and he says, you know what, when I've been working hard all day on the bike, there's nothing I love more than it's got like this like a pepperami type thing. It's like this biltong stick, and he's going, well, I can, come on. It's just getting out of hand. It's just really getting out of hand. So I'm telling you now that I'm going to sort of steer away from that as much as possible. But like I said, the Lomo stuff, like I've advertised in the past, is great, and I stand by it. Obviously I still do, because it's still on the bike. It's you know, everyday use. It's been tested and I love it. So yeah, so that's the direction the channel is going to go in. Less or possibly no sponsored content at all. Whatever I test on the or show you on the channel is going to be stuff that I've bought, that has either been recommended by you know, in the comment section, which is what I've done in the past. And I prefer doing that. It just sits better with me. Do you know what I mean? It's I don't, yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I'm not earning enough money from YouTube to be bothered about it. And I'll tell you another thing. Two companies got in touch with me recently. One called I think they're called Iochi, and the other one is called Chigi, and they both manufacture essentially the same thing. It's a screen that you put onto your bike, and it's got Apple CarPlay on it, it's got Google Maps, you can Bluetooth your phone, you can make and receive phone calls, it's got forward facing, rear facing cameras, tyre pressure monitoring systems. And both of these companies got in touch with me, and they said, we'd like to send you a free unit, do a video on it, you know, blah blah blah. And I said to them, first of all, I looked at what other YouTubers are doing, and I just couldn't. I can't add any more to what's already been said. I can't possibly elaborate any further on what these other motorcycle YouTubers have already said about these products. And the truth is, I'm not really into that sort of stuff. The whole reason I ride a motorbike is I want to get away from it. I'm just not into it at all. Whoa, easy there, boy, easy. So yeah, so I replied back to both of these companies and I said, listen, thanks for the interest, but it's just not for me. Thanks very much. And the thing is, these things cost like £300-400 each. I think the Chiggy one is close to £600. And I could have just done a video and gone, yeah, it's great, and I'm sure it is. I mean, judging by what other people have said on it, it's a fantastic little unit. If you're into that sort of thing, I don't want to try and sell you stuff that I wouldn't use myself. It just doesn't, like I said, it just doesn't sit well with me. So I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So there you go, guys. But what I might want to do, and it's up to you guys if you want to see it, is I might do a few more. So for example, the Billy's comment corner, I really love doing that. I love the interaction, good or bad comments, you know, we could all sort of learn from that sort of stuff. But what I might do is add in a news section. So like bike or gear news, stuff that's been released, stuff that's been in the pipeline that's going to be released. You know, gossip, all that sort of stuff. Little section, 10-15 minutes long, you know, and something like that. And also, I want to do a bike of the week, and just like scour eBay or Facebook Marketplace and pick out bikes that are, or a bike per week or per 2 weeks that sort of captures my interests. Like, you know, God, it could be anything. Like bikes that I've used bikes that I've had in the past, like an RF 400 or the VMAX or the Hayabusa or whatever, and just look at them, see what's for sale, look at weird looking bikes, you know, just stuff like that, just for a laugh. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know and I'll start doing it. But all the other stuff is going to remain the same, but I'm just steering away from the sponsored content stuff. Because there's enough of it on there. You don't need me to add to that. You don't need it. And my channel's small, so in comparison to these other guys, it is small. So they do a better job of that than I do. So I don't need to, you know what I mean, put my money in. I don't need to add to that. I'll tell you what, these solo stoves are absolutely amazing. And no, this isn't an ad. By the way, I bought this and they're great. Is it still going? Yeah, of course it is. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you think down below. And I hope you enjoyed it. Just something different today, you know. Inspired by old Marky Boy on Biker Bits, and a few other channels as well do this sort of thing. It's just nice to get away from the garage and do something a little bit different, you know. Alright guys, take it easy, see you soon, yeah? Take care.